Well, for more on the celebration of the Super Falcons of Nigeria and their Mission X accomplishment, I'm now joined by Shehu Dikko. He's the Chairman, National Sports Commission of Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you very much. My
Congratulations
pleasure.
are in order.
Yeah.
I think everybody, including the president, as he expressed today, were in doubt and were worried, scared at some point of that match. But it was like a stunning, miraculous turnaround, and here we are today. You were at the Villa initially. You made a comment, but what does this 10th WAFCON title mean for Nigeria beyond the celebrations and the rewards that have now been given to you?
Well, it just shows that probably there's something going right at the moment. The reforms and the restructuring of the sports sector and the alignment of everybody to support the sports to grow is really going the right way, and the outcome is very positive. Right from the president to everybody in government. You can see the number of ministers today at the reception. You can see the number of ministers that were even in the final with us in the final, and everybody was contributing something. For the first time, for example, during the tournament, you see how the female ministers were all making videos, sending to the team, supporting them and pushing them forward. And of course, that was capped off by the First Lady herself, doing the video for the team. That shows the whole country was behind the team and everybody is aligning to the reform, because everybody is doing his part. Some of the ministers were not just there, for example, just for show. They were there to contribute something, like the Minister of Aviation, for example, make sure everything was done. Without his intervention, the team couldn't have arrived here today because there was difficult to get a landing permit and stuff like that from Morocco. So everybody is doing what they have to do. And so it clearly shows that the bold decision of the president to restructure sports is going the right direction, and everybody is aligning and moving in the right direction. So now it's for us to build on this and see how we can upscale and harness the potential of the sports and lead the sports economy in the country to make it the economy we want to make it, not just to do the celebration today and tomorrow everybody close shop and we go back to doing all things that doesn't make things to work. Exactly,
and it brings me to the passionate and brilliant speech by the team captain Ajibade moments ago at the presidential villa. She called for support from the government, from stakeholders, from the Sports Commission, your commission, for a world-class training facility, among others, to elevate women's football team from where it is now on the African stage to the global stage. In practical terms, what are you doing as a commission to ensure that is a reality?
No,
is that even in the works?
Of course, in the works, definitely. Already at the moment, I said new technical center, a camping site for the national teams being built at the national stadium. It was launched last few months by the speaker. The NFF and FIFA are doing it, and we are giving the land to get it done. And also we as a commission are providing all the enablers to make sure everybody succeeds in sports, not just the Falcons. For example, what happened, we work with the NFF to make sure everything that needs to be done to the resources available is done. For the first time, before even they play the final match, all their bonuses from the first round, even to the final match they have not played, were paid up front. For the first time? Yeah, it's very long time. It has never happened before. It's only under President Tinubu government that these things are happening to do that. And you can see the reward system, because the reward system also, what the president did today, clearly now shows that and put the pointer that everybody needs to work hard to get things done, to get the best that you can do and to get it right. So we are doing what we have to do. Our job is as regulators, provide the enablers to make sure the team succeed. And we are working as a commission. We are not just working with the Falcons. We are working across all the 42 federations. This week, if I tell you, for example, we have the basketball team, for example, doing wonders in Cote d'Ivoire. We work with them, we support them as a commission, as a government to make them work. We have the badminton in Wales, beating the best in the world #1. We have our young kids in Algeria on the youth games. So everybody, we are doing what we have to do to make sure everything works well. And the support of the Mr. President is very, very amazing. And now, because of his body language and his direct support, everybody in the country have aligned and backing sports to deliver on what it's supposed to be. A tool for national cohesion, social support, and also economic development.
Unfortunately, and not to start a gender war, but we haven't seen this in the men's team. Are there lessons they should be learning to carry more cups like this?
Well, I can tell you the first message I got this morning was from the captain of the Super Eagles. He congratulated us that, the girls have done it. Next is us. So the men are taking the motivation from the ladies, And me personally, I always tell everybody I'm an advocate of women's sports. Women in our sports have never let Nigeria down. If you look at the history, women have always delivered for the country. So the men now really will have to follow suit and do what they have to do, and also do the same thing. Yeah, the men actually.
What has been lacking? What has been missing when it comes to the men's team in having this success?
Well, it's not that what is lacking. The last time they played the AFCON, they were in the final. They almost won it.
Yes, they were.
They're only unlucky. So the men too are also pushing to do what they have to do. So they're going pari passu. But the men football is a different configuration. The women football is a different configuration. But at least with the way the ladies now performed, with the way they fight to the end, because they're the greatest team. The reason why people were confused and sad in the final match, conceding 2 goals, because the ladies have not conceded a single goal in the open play in the whole tournament. They conceded only 1 penalty until the final match, and they gave out 2 goals. Everybody was worried what's going on.
Yeah.
So, so the men too have to push that kind of level and make sure they do what they have to do to get it done. And I'm sure they have taken motivation from this, from what Mr. President have done today, which is also unprecedented. What President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did has never happened before, and had never, especially with the women's sport, to see this kind of support and this kind of encouragement. And we are not saying we are only doing it for the women's sport. Everybody that has succeeded in this country, deliver value to the country, deliver goodwill to the country. I'm sure the president will take note and will do appropriately in accordance to the comparative advantage of the sports.
In all sports, and perhaps grassroots sports. Some say long-term investment in grassroots sports will only give you such rewards in sports in the long term. Is that a focus of yours? That's
the vision we were expecting. Last week, we just concluded the Africa Under-18, Under-20 Africa Athletics Championship in Abeokuta. We hosted the whole of Africa, 45 countries there. At the moment, we have over 100 contingent in Algeria for secondary schools competing in the Africa Youth Games. We are building for the future. And if you look at their numbers, they're going to deliver. At the moment, we have the university students in Germany playing in the World University Games, also preparing them from the school to go to be the best they could be. So we are doing everything comparatively. And we said clearly, we are going back to the foundation to start developmental from the grassroots.
After all, you can build something or nothing. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Mr. Shehu Dikko is the chairman, National Sports Commission. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all Nigerians.
Indeed.
And we must thank the president once again on behalf of the girls, on behalf of the country for what he's doing for sports.